At the bottom of the left section, you'll find a set of icons that control how you interact with the timeline. Moving from left to right, there's a play pause button, a stop button, a triangle, a slider, two more triangles, and finally a digital clock. The play, pause, and stop buttons work together to let you preview how the slide is programmed directly inside Slide View. This is different from the full preview mode. Preview mode shows you the complete learner experience, including the player and navigation controls. The play, pause, and stop buttons are a developer tool. They allow you to start the timeline, pause it, stop it, and make adjustments without switching modes. When you hit pause, the timeline freezes right where it is, and when you hit play again, it continues from that same point. The stop button, on the other hand, halts the timeline completely and resets it back to the beginning. Next, the triangle, slider, and two mountain-shaped icons all work together to control the zoom level of the timeline. Drag the slider to the right and you'll zoom in, which spaces out the increments on the timeline and gives you more detailed control over exactly when objects appear or animate. Drag it back to the left and you zoom out, which makes it easier to see the bigger picture of the entire slide. Finally, the digital clock displays the total length of the slide. This makes it easy to know how long the timeline runs from start to finish. One more feature to point out here is the border between the left section and the timeline. You can grab this divider and drag it left or right to adjust the width of the left panel. Expanding it gives you more space to read longer object names, while contracting it frees up more room to view the timeline itself. Here's how you might use these tools in practice. If you're adjusting timing for animations or audio and things feel too cramped, zoom in with the slider so you can line everything up with more precision. Then, when you want to step back and see how your objects fit together, zoom back out. A common example is syncing narration with bullet point entrances. Zooming in helps you match each bullet with the right moment in the audio, then zooming back out lets you check the overall flow of the slide. And if you're working on a slide that has lots of objects with long names, expanding the left panel can make it easier to quickly spot the right one before you make changes. Here's a troubleshooting tip. If you're previewing your slide and something doesn't seem to trigger when you expect, try using the play, pause, and stop controls instead of the full preview. They give you a clearer view of exactly where items fall on the timeline, which makes it easier to spot if an animation or audio clip is just a little out of place.